What is up, guys? Welcome to this episode of LankyBox. Now today, Justin, I got a bit of a crazy story to tell you.
Okay, what's it about?
This is the story of my terrible first kiss.
Is this a story about you kissing a stuffed animal?
Speaking of stuffed animals, as you guys know, we have the official LankyBox plushie, Boxy, who we made for when I get sad. But I'm gonna be honest.
Kissing for practice.
No,
kissing.
no. I'm gonna give him to you for this story because this is one of the most tragic and sad stories I'm ever gonna tell. Also, guys, we're having a massive sale on all our merch. The prices are literally the lowest they've ever been, and it's only lasting 2 more days. So if you want to get any merch, including Boxy, definitely go check that out. It'll be linked down below. This story starts when I was in 7th grade. So one of the classes I was enrolled in is video production. I'm in class sitting there, and the teacher's like, okay, I'm just gonna do a little fun assignment on the first day. I just kind of want you guys to learn how to use the cameras. So our first assignment is I want you to pair up and film like a little dance video using the cameras. So basically she's like, all right, everyone, pair up with a friend, whatever. And so I didn't know anyone in the class at the time. So everyone paired up, and I was just kind of sitting there alone like,
oh, man.
Oh, no one wants to dance with me.
That's sad.
And it was really embarrassing because she was like, hey, well, Adam, I see you don't have a partner. And she was like, oh, why don't you pair up with Anna? I was like, oh, who's Anna? And Anna was this girl that was actually a year older. She was in 8th grade. Oh. It was a class that had both 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta be careful, man. This reminds me of X, man. Be careful.
He was like, oh, why don't you partner up with Anna? I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, hi, I'm Adam. She's like, hi, I'm Anna. And at first, I did not have a crush on her.
What?
I know. You assume.
But then I realized she was a girl. And instantly I fell in love.
No.
Is that what you're gonna say?
No, because she was a year older. And honestly, I thought that she was kind of like scary. I thought she was gonna be like mean. Because like, I was like, oh, she's like an 8th grader. Like she's so like old and like, I don't wanna like talk to her.
Yeah.
So we go to like film this dance video.
This is probably what happened. Adam gives her the camera. He's like all scared. The camera's all sweaty. and he's like, okay, ready, set, go. Just start doing something real cringe. And it's like,
So up until this point, I was like super shy. I was really embarrassed. Anna sets up the camera. She turns it on. She's like, okay, let's dance. I'm like, okay. So we're both in front of the camera like dancing, and I'm like not really into it. I'm kind of like shy and nervous. And Anna was like really into it. She was like dancing like crazy and like having a lot of fun and laughing. The video turned out awesome.
Oh, wow.
It was so much fun, and we immediately just became friends. It was like an instant connection. One day came where I was just like, I definitely like Anna.
Why?
I was just sitting in class and I was like, okay, we're already really good friends. Like, she clearly finds me funny. We hang out all the time.
Oh, and I was like, I think I'm catching feelings.
True though, I was like, I definitely am catching feelings for this girl.
Your life is literally a TikTok meme.
But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to ruin one of the best friendships I have.
True.
Like, what if I tell her I like her, and then she's like, you go away, and then it like ruins everything.
Yeah, that's scary.
So I was like, okay, what do I do? And I was like, I gotta tell her.
Oh, man.
And so I texted her one day. I was like, hey, Anna, like, you know, it's always so much fun, like, hanging out with you. I'll be honest, like, I really like you. And for the first time, she actually said, I like you back.
Oh, man. Oh,
yeah.
No way.
Normally, girls in my old stories just reject me, but Anna actually liked me back.
No way. Your first story, you said a note, and the other girl sent one back that says, I like you back. Apparently, you're very slick at sliding in these DMs, Adam.
So I texted Anna that I liked her, and she said she liked me back, and I was so happy. I was like, this is perfect. I met a girl in video class. She likes video. I like video. I like her. She likes me. This is amazing.
Wow.
So we were like, okay, let's go on our first date.
And
so I remember this, it was a Friday night. And I was like, all right, here we go, first date, this is gonna be awesome. I was like, let's go to the movies, because we both like videos, right?
True, it's big brain.
Yeah.
Big brain.
So I couldn't drive at that point, because obviously I was in 7th grade. So my mom dropped me off at the theater, her mom dropped her off, and we go into the theater. And so we get our popcorn, we're like sitting in the movie theater as the trailers go, and Anna kind of leans over and she's like, hey, like, are you kind of excited for our first kiss tonight? And I was like, wait. Because at this point, I did not think I was gonna kiss her for at least like another year.
At least another decade.
At this time, I was like, yeah, I'm really excited. But in my head, I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. I've never, ever, ever kissed a girl before. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. I started panicking. So there I am watching the movie, just slowly getting more and more sweaty as I'm just watching and like prepping in my head.
You were like, hey, Ed, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. And then you did that thing where you went in the bathroom and kissed yourself in the mirror. Trying to practice. Trying to get some last minute practice.
The movie's over. I'm like, okay, in my head, we kind of wait for people to leave the theater. I'm like, okay, are we gonna kiss now? Or are we gonna do this outside the theater? Like, do I lean in? Is she gonna start the kiss? Like, I was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, man.
So we actually ended up getting up. We didn't kiss. We just went outside the theater. It was like 10 o'clock at night. And there was no one outside the theater.
Oh,
we were in the dark.
Oh.
And so she kind of like, we're both just kind of standing there awkwardly, like looking at each other.
Yeah.
Because I think we both were hoping the other person would do something.
Yeah.
And eventually she just kind of like leans next to me and kind of like rests her head on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like hug her. I was like, okay, well, I guess this is it. I guess this is where my first kiss will be. So I kind of like put my hands on her shoulders and she's like looking at me. I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay, here we go. And then I start to lean in. And then I actually missed. I kissed her nose. Because I closed my eyes. I just went in fully blind because that's what I thought you were supposed to do. But I guess I closed my eyes too soon because like I just missed.
Dude, you're so cringe. How is that possible?
But don't worry. Don't worry, because she's like, she kind of like laughed. She thought it was kind of cute. She's like, oh, it's okay. Like, we can try again. I was like, okay, here we go.
I don't know if I can handle this again. Hearing about this again.
You can't handle the cringe?
It's too cringe, man.
Basically, she's like, okay, she kind of like cute and laugh, and she's like, oh, it's okay. Like, it's dark out, like whatever. Because she knew it was my first kiss. She's like, okay, we can try again. And so I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm not gonna miss this time. So I go in, and I basically like put my lips on hers, and then just freeze. It was as if my entire mind just went blank, and it was just like this. Just nothing. Just frozen for like 5 seconds, and then I go back.
That's how my brain feels right now. I'm blacking out. It's too much cringe.
And then she said to me, she told me, after we pulled away from the kiss, I was like, wow, that was kind of crazy. And she was like, honestly, that was the worst kiss I've ever had. I will remember those words to the day I die.
There's no way. She said that to you?
Yeah.
Why? Why would she say that?
She just thought it was really boring.
That's so mean, though.
After she tells me that, I had texted my mom earlier in the theater. I was like, hey, the movie's over, like, come get me. So we had like 15 minutes until my mom got there. So like that's when the kiss happened.
Right.
And so the kiss just ended, and then my mom just pulls up. She's like, hey, I'm here, like, come get in.
She just vaporized out of nowhere.
It was literally like that. I was like, that was really good timing.
Wow.
So I get in the car, I'm like, okay, bye, Anna. And like on the drive home, she was like, how did that go? I was like, how did what go?
Huh?
And she was like, oh, I saw that you guys were like trying to kiss, so I was just like sitting in the parking lot waiting for you guys to finish. She was like just driving in circles.
Stop, dude.
You resuscitated?
Stop, dude. This is too much cringe. They are not happy. They are not happy. Stop, dude. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Your mom just cruising around the block being like, that's my son. I'm gonna lay him
She was literally doing circles in the parking lot. But when she first picked me up, I was like, wow, like she came at the perfect time, like just after the kiss finished. Like, I'm glad she didn't see that. But she actually did see it. Now, the good news is my mom felt pretty bad because I kind of told her like the date did not go well. And there was like this ice cream place next to the mall where we watched the movie, so we just got ice cream.
Oh.
And that's how it ended. Like, we got ice cream.
That's nice.
Me and Anna, our friendship kind of fizzled out, unfortunately. Like, we went back to being friends for a little bit, and then it kind of like died out.
Don't even bother.
Yeah,
She
so
toxic.
It's just me and my mom again.